Hey y'all, what's going on? Okay, so I'm hoping I'm not too loud. I don't know what to do. I can't stand to be like restricted, and I feel like I can, not restricted, but you know, feeling like I got to catch myself every time I'm talking. Like y'all know I be passionate about what I'm talking about. So I hope to God that this is low enough, but yet y'all can still hear me and it's not distorted. Okay, so I don't know what else to do period at all. And I know the lighting's off and all of that, but and I don't understand. Like I have the right light. This camera has the right light thing on it. And if you look at other pictures, it just makes my skin look untoned and whatever. Whatever. We're gonna move forward, honey. I don't have nothing on my lips, but I'm gonna get this good lip basket here. Yes, I said lip basket. And find me something to put on these lips. I got some earrings in here. That ain't right. Speaking of that, I don't have none on. Anywho, y'all, yes, I was supposed to talk about sabotage. I could not figure out what to do with the mic, and also I'm my jaw was feeling some kind of way, so forgive me. And I know y'all like much love. It's inconsistencies, you know. I'm just not gonna be able to do you in that. And y'all, these are lips. Remember when the lips uh earrings came out and shit? And I had all that jewelry from I was gonna start an online jewelry, so I was more or less selling my jewelry locally here. But when I got to looking at the shit and all the sites and shit, and honey, it's so saturated. I finally had to say, whatever. Locally it's fine, but online it's so saturated. So you can't even see that shit. But whatever. Um. So listen, y'all. I finally caught up on A Match Made in Heaven. Now, let's talk about this. Now, I, you know, kind of knew about it. I kind of got an email about it or whatever, um, about it. But then I really got interested in it once, I seen, well, actually, I seen the first episode on the Scorpion Show. Was the first time I seen the episode, and then they did a review, and I was like, okay, okay, I think I can get in. After hearing that review and all that. And shout out to Kevin and Mikhail and the Scorpion Show. Okay, and I'm sorry I'm not looking up, y'all. I'm looking through the lip basket. This is just, me talking. So, A Match Made in Heaven, here's the premise of it from what I got is that finally we have something like a black bachelor. Now, I'm not even going to go into that fraudulent ass shit, bachelor and bachelorette, because I'm not here for it. Now, they did try to have um, the first black female bachelor, but I think she went on to do something else because she's actually here on YouTube. She has a huge blog and on Twitter and all of that, and I think she went on to do something else. I never understood and I never will follow The Bachelor because of that, because you're not going to tell me that there are not some black bachelors out there. It's just not what you want to put out there. So I'm not for that, honey. So they can keep that cookie cutter ass dream of genie Cinderella kind of shit where it said, honey, you will never get a hoorah out of me. So I will be my ass right on we talking about A Match Made in Heaven. Okay. Anywho, so the premise is this black guy, he I think he does like real estate and this type of thing, developments and this type of thing. He's looking for the right person. There's this pastor, I'm assuming he's a pastor, that's trying to help him find this match made in heaven. Now, on the flip side, they have his mother, the bachelor's mother, who wants to make sure, honey, that her baby, her son, gets the right woman for him. So they bring these ladies in and this and that and other. And it's going to be elimination, and they process elimination is the phone, where they have the little phones there, and if you get a text, you either going to stay, we was not a match, I need to talk to you on the bridge, honey, about some of the things that's going on. Okay. Okay, so one of the ladies that I was kind of watching, and I'm actually going to do an interview with, which is Mercedes. She's gone. Well, I'm saying Mercedes, she's gone, which I felt like I don't know. Like I felt like he could have gave Mercedes a chance. Now she was the born again virgin. Okay. Now, baby, don't look over here. Now he's already over there like once the walls have been ripped down, honey, there's no putting them curtains back up. But we know that they have mendings, but at any rate, the bottom line is basically she has decided that at a certain point, what I done was wrong, premarital sex, and I don't want to keep doing that. I'm celibate until I meet my husband, and I think she has the right to do that. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. Well, she's saying born again version. They have that procedure. Did she get it? I'm not sure, but that definitely would be one of my questions. So, Mojo, baby, statement, PR, work it out, boo boo, work it out. Anywho, um, so she went home, and I was kind of wanting her to stay. Now, listen, y'all know I don't have all the names down, but you already know that I have some that I'm leaning towards and some that I didn't understand why they was even there. You know, one that I can tell you off the rip, and I see right through you. Now, young lady, you are a young lady, and you do have a lot to learn. Mecca. And I was talking to my husband as I was watching the episode, and I said, baby, you know who she reminds me of? Now, y'all might, I don't know if y'all Martin fans or whatever, but y'all remember the episode of Martin when they was talking about how they met and Martin was acting like he was, you know, right, can you dig it, baby? Can you, that whole thing when he's doing the pimp shit. And Jenna was like, didn't she sound like it before I even said it? Remember, Gina was like, yes, I can dig it, baby. That's just how she sounds. This is what she's giving. Now, she didn't got one single date already. And y'all, this is a gumbo of me bringing y'all abreast of what's going on. And she's gazing and this and that and other. She said, she been told her, how passionate I feel, but that's my man. And so, this and that and other. First of all, I really need to ask y'all, how do you know that when this is your first date? So that's your man by looking at him. So when you out going to the grocery store, wherever you going, you can see a man that may be already married and say, oh, that's my man. Boo boo, sit down. Get to know him, honey. Stop doing it. And it's nothing wrong with being sexual or whatever, but girl, there's purring and then there's just out and out roaring like a motherfucking sexual lion. Pull that coochie back just to her. Now, I disagree with how they attack her on her being young, but your personality is absolutely horrendous on the show. And I say on the show because we know that when they're not on the show, it is, sometimes it'd be different and the way they edit. But girl, you might want to pull that back just to her. And of course, he took you and had you in the tent and this and that and other. And nothing in me makes me think, honey, that you wasn't there drawless and ready to blow and go. Not a damn thing. Okay? But that's you, baby. Do what you do. Now, it's a couple that was in there that was a little older, and y'all, here we are again with the young and old and this and that and other. Now, I was trying to see where the Reverend was going with some of the ladies he chose, but hey, he's seen something in them. He's seen beyond, you know what I'm saying, what might have been on the outer. So that's a good thing. Now, it's already been some bickering and this and that and other, and honey, who you looking at and blah, blah, blah. And, they already have these two, that are kind of set off to themselves and drinking up a storm and doing whatever they doing. Already division. And this is the issue that I have when you take one possible mate and multiple people vying for their attention. It is going to be a mess, but it makes for good TV. But we do need to remember these are human beings. It's going to be a mess. And you take a bunch of women, honey, trying to get the one alpha male, you're going to have a motherfucking problem. Trust me. Same thing with a whole bunch of men trying to set seed with the one female. It's going to be a problem. But it is what it is. And that's, hey, hopefully it'll make the right choice. Now, going into this one. Now, let me say this. About him, as far as him, I'm going to say this. I think that he's probably a nice man and this and that, another, not a bad looking man at all. He's got things going for himself. But of course, he's a man and he's going to be open to all of them throwing coochie his way. Now it will be about his, how he handles that or whatever. Do I believe that he's not going to get coochie hand over fist? No, I think he's going to. He gonna do what a man do. He gonna get that pee as wet as he can get it, baby. It's gonna be glistening, okay? And these horses gonna be nothing but ready to do it. Now, y'all know I don't mean whores in the sense of y'all. Just I've been saying that for a while. All right. And so I think he's all right. Now let's get into Mama. Now Mama plays a huge part in this because no matter what they think and he may say, and yes, as a man, you make your own decision. But I can see that he loves his mother and he values her opinion. And she truly is the queen in his life. You know what I'm saying? So I think Mama's gonna bring a lot to the table. I'm feeling her and her personality, this and that, and other. And I like to fell out and say, yes, Mama, when she said my husband meter is going. Now we're gonna usher into this latest episode. And if y'all watching it, we'll go, after this, go on from here. Now, into this episode. Now, first of all, they gonna get together and have a whole date, and the reverend comes out and says, listen, I want y'all to get in y'all gown. No, let's don't do that. Let's go to the point where they brought Mama in and Mama's getting ready to move in. Now I want to have a talk with each and every one of you hookers, okay? Because I'm trying to understand when you go to somebody's house and be that nasty and disgusting and leave your shit everywhere like that. And then when y'all see Mama come in, y'all want to clean that shit up. It's too late. No need. And she said exactly what I knew she was going to say. Honey, they nasty, trifling ass hookers. What the hell? You know what I mean? Everybody's not neat as a pin, no, but to go to someone else's house and throw your motherfucking drawers and her and have webs of her laying there. Come on, bitch. Bitches. Let's get it together. But you want him to see you a certain kind of way. I'm sorry. No, honey, when they showed the scene of the hair, look, we all got hair everywhere. My husband be going round and round with me. I have wigs on his side now of the room. In the package, though. But when do you have the wigs laid out and every motherfucking cup y'all and drunk out of laying around every motherfucking word throughout the house? And then you hookers, when y'all see her, y'all want to be, oh. And the one chick said, oh, Lord, I clenched my ass cheeks together so she wouldn't know I was drunk. You might not want to get that drunk. But we've all had those days, and I've been a drunk bitch myself. But see, my mother-in-law's all right with me. I don't know what ass cheeks do, but she must know some new shit, boo-boo. Let us know. But you had had some taste, and you didn't know she was coming. But girl, you being looked at on TV. You get what I'm saying? Be you, and you also at somebody's house and this and that and other. Y'all just kick back, kick it up, and you can have a drink without getting drunk. Anywho, Mama's going through to see where she gonna live that day out and kiss her ass and gave her a hug and trying to be a certain kind of way. She looks in the room and it's like, honey, where? Then one group of ladies said, well, for us, it is a tight space, but even though it's a tight space, we do get along. Where the fuck was she gonna lay at? In y'all fucking dirty drawers? All them bras and drawers and shit every motherfucking where. I bet all of y'all mamas is sitting at home like, what the fuck? I know this ain't the child I raised. Going to other people's houses and leaving it funky low down. Anyway, trifling ass husbands, get that shit together. Move forward. Moving forward. Okay, so Mama finds her a corner back at where Mecca is. Of course, Mecca is feeling some kind of way. And boo-boo, I'm kind of on this page too. Because old girl in one of the previous episodes, which was foolish, you can't say don't date her. I don't want him because anybody who would have the mohawk edges and don't straighten them out. Well, maybe that's the way she wants to wear her hair. My thing with Mecca is girl, you are prowling, baby. And just that thing you think gonna make you win him is what's gonna make you lose him. Trust it. Now, Mama done had her. She said, "I'm gonna get back here. It's the cleanest corner." That was how she made her discernment. So she had her bed put in, which was really nice, and this and that and other. Which I know when she's in there, if they don't clean that motherfucker up, she gonna be in there itching. Shit. Anyway, okay, so she gonna do this. Now let's go to where the Reverend says, okay, we're gonna have this whole, we're gonna have a casino night. Ladies, get your little dresses on and all of that. So they make this makeshift thing. Now they done got their best shit on. Now, mind you, there was one sister when Mama came in and said, "I'm in this fitted short dress." Girl, please. Please. If that's who you are, then that is who you are. Now you want to rethink that shit. Honey, if it's good enough for you, I'm just saying. Now you want to rethink it? Okay. So they get their stuff on, and I'm like, okay, all right, oh, okay. That's just where I'm at with it. So they all there, and he's there. Now, everybody's trying to get his attention. There's one young lady who says, I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to even talk to him or whatever. Who is this? Oh, I heard Teresa, girl. You know what, girl? I think the damn video's unlisted because it's so loud. I'm gonna have to hit it and see. Hey, boo, and please know that I am praying for you, y'all. One of my loves. I'm telling y'all, it just fast and furious for my ass. Heart Teresa, but she got another name, but that's what I always see. She's definitely the whole franchise. She is definitely a fan. Lost her dog that she had for so many years and wrote me, and I hadn't seen her on Twitter, and I was like, where? So I had to write because it's just not like my love. And she said that her dog had died, and I was just like, oh Lord! I was immediately, you know what I mean? Like it was just so hurtful, and I've been there. And I just want to let you know that everything, like I said when I wrote you, this too will pass. It's hard, and you love them, and they do become a part of your family. Just, you know what I'm saying? Take the time that you need to try to get over it. Know that it will pass and it will get better. If you need me, boo, I'm here and I'm around. Just hit me up. That's all you got to do. Anyway, moving forward, but I'm going to check on that video, whatever, y'all. We just kind of going through. Okay. Now, everybody gets their stuff on. I was saying it was the young lady who said, I don't know if I'm going to get my time, but she was very patient about doing that, which she kind of caught the eye of the mother because the mother has already deemed her somebody that she's digging. Okay. Now, let me go to this one episode because this one chick on there. Now, she is a virgin. Now, the reason why she is a virgin is because she normally dates women, and she made it very clear that she's a virgin when it comes to men. She's never, been with a man. I never known a man in her cavities. Okay. But she loves women and their curves and this and that and other. And actually, one of the young ladies, she's like, looking at one of the young ladies in there. Now, girl, do what you do. But you said on this episode, when the young lady was talking to him, you was feeling kind of jealous. Now, she was able to get a one-on-one because on that last episode, it was like, I'm going to send the women of virtue to him, which was Mercedes and him. Okay? And her, I'm sorry. And her. And yes, he kept you because you have not. Now, she kept it real and said, born again virgin. Okay? And he was like, okay, I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, every man wants to be the number one conqueror. They want to put that stamp on that ass first. It is what it is. It is, a trophy. It is something. I don't know. But you're a virgin girl, but you're not keeping it all the way gutter, though. And I really need you to go because you are perpetrating a fraud. Yeah, you're a virgin, but you like women. And you not getting ready to sit here and make me believe that in the midst of your escapades, honey, that you have not been scissoring with a double ender, or you haven't had rabbit or whatever else, honey. You may not, but come on, boo. Let's move forward. So she kind of breaks into the conversation that he's having with old girl. In the midst of that, everybody's playing the thing and this and that and other. And I noticed this hooker, and I do mean, now when I say hooker this time, I do mean hooker. No, I'm not gonna say hooker. I noticed this scourge, because she pulled a scourgy ass move. The bitch was damn near leaking. You know what I mean? She was damn near just leaking stuff out of her vajazz. She leans down to get some coins and things and happens to look up at him like, and give him that check up on this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Mama checks her in her stinker dank stinkertree and her scoundrelry. And she looks. Next thing you know, he's over there with Mecca and old girl, and this hooker pulls her little tiny skirt down and said, and you just know as she was walking over, it was just squash, 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 just thirsty vagina walk. I just can't. She goes over there and whispers in his ear, and I'm just going to just say what I felt like she was saying. Now, y'all know, it is what it is. This is just my scenario. Look at her. I see you playing this game or whatever, honey, but I'm going to need you to come over here and check up on this ass, baby. See if you can't dry up this ass, honey. Come and get this cuckoo, honey. Knock this motherfucking coochie out the park, please, and today, and thank you. Honey, I'm just a funky whore you need, and I'm open 24 hours a day, every office I got. Baby, I seen you. But I seen your funky ass before you did that. So she carries her ass out there, and she's pruning like some motherfucking gaming horse or some shit that's getting ready to be on. Y'all know how to do the dog shows and shit. Not calling her dog. But you know how they're having their prince out and walk back and be, and she's just, I just want you to know. I know what a man needs. I'm, bitches, honey, come on and get this ass. Bitch. Really? Then she gives him this sloppy ass kiss, and this is when I want to pop the brakes and say to him, if a bitch you barely know will kiss you with every bit of her tongue rub and be all of that, how many motherfucking tongues you think other brothers you didn't kiss, honey? And some shit Listerine dumb get. And all you can hear is the sucking and kissing. Now Mama's like, and Mecca done said, did y'all peep that? She's already like, let me get these edges out here. But she knows she can't. Mama goes out there and all you hear is the sucking and kissing and this and that and other, and he done bought into it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Pew. Instantly, I'm like, Mama, get your motherfucking reading glasses on and read this hooker. And you was right about having your husband meter on. I would have went out there and said, you know what? I know the rules is that you're supposed to get a call. But son, I'm going to tell you right now, this one here is going home. You can buy her on the street later. But this one here is going home. You trying to find a wife, not a concubine. But girl, you're not even a concubine, girl. You're just an out and out whore. I'm just saying. No, you're not a whore because you wouldn't do it for the coin. But then you might be, though. You remind me of them motherfucking groupies that be out there waiting on the basketball players. This bitch was, I know when a man need and all of that. Girl, do you? Do you know how to pull that cuckoo back? You don't pull that motherfucking cockatoo cuckoo back, you better. And kissing. And why would you be kissing her like that already? She didn't appeal to your pee-pee. And child, how many, oh Lord, as they was kissing, I was like, oh girl, boy, you don't know what's been in that throat. But let's move forward. Mama got him in and she's like, I think I know. And she's talking to Mama, I think I know what he's thinking. And Mama was like, don't you think I would know better? And then, girl, it seemed like he was trying to give Mama some taste. He was like, I'm not going to argue. No, you're not. No, you're not. And that would be the best way to get your ass up out of there because I believe he loves his mother. And his mother told him what was real. Now let's get on in here. And she's already done checked her off and said, let me go ahead and send this bitch her message right now, honey. Mm-mm. This hoe gotta go. Uh-uh. Not at all. So we have that. Then we go to this one scene where they are the reverend comes out and he's like, it's a good time, this and that and other. And he says that if you would like to have a single dance with just him, we want to see, your actual true beauty. And he broke it down. And if you would be willing to take your makeup off and let him just see who you are, he was like, y'all look pretty in your makeup and things of this nature. But I want to see your true beauty. You know what I mean? And one hooker decided she wasn't gonna do it. She said, my mother said you take one layer off at a time. And girl, I ain't gonna call you a hooker, baby. I ain't gonna call you one because I don't really think she's bad, but I don't know. I don't really feel she's genuine, in my opinion, but she could very well be. So they took their stuff out, honey. She decided to leave because her mama said, honey, you just take one layer off. But you did read down when you was with him. And that was a cute little saying. Anywho, they take their stuff out, but they see her leaving. Everybody gets their dance, honey, and she's like, some of these women gonna hurt themselves by taking stuff out. Well, baby, this is what I'm gonna say to you, because I knew it. I knew just as soon as I seen them show you contouring your face with that dark cream here, light hair, and you was pulling the YouTube makeup that some folks do, that you had some things to hide. Now, you're not a bad looking young lady at all, and I know that. Not even things to hide, but you don't feel fully confident. She's a nice looking young lady, nice frame and everything. Girl, what would it have hurt for you to take your makeup off? And how did you think he was going to feel about that? But you had your own shit cooked up. Now, some of the ladies, when they took it off, I was glad that they all did it because they wanted to dance. And I knew, Lord, that baby got sent home. But girl, when you got up there and them lights hit yeah, okay, I knew. But he was still thankful that they were willing to do it. They all had their dance and this and that and other. Of course, this one chick named Darla, we're going to go ahead and get into her. I kind of like her, but girl, had you have clapped at me and clapped on purpose and snatched my face, no, me and him would not have been a match. I'd have kicked a hole in that ass. Because you clapped and made sure that you got her face, bitch, I would have run your neck. Yes, ma'am. But I like you, though. You know you did a lot, but people know when to do and who to do things with. You overstepped your boundaries. And you showed your whole card. You showed that you was insecure and all of that. But I believe you're going to redeem yourself. And I do like it. Now, after all of that went on, one person got chose to go and have, I said, one person got chose to go and he chose one lady to take. And I was glad to see that he did that. Now, he took her, and I like her. He took her to one of the places, like one of his first places, and he said, I just want to show you what I had to deal with, and I had to do it out, and these types of things. And she started her thing with, of course, I'm glad you took me, but she hurried up and told him that I do have a child. And she said, well, I knew when I got the opportunity to be with him, I would let him know. And I thought that was wonderful. She's a single mother, and he accepted that. And then she went on and he said, I got peanut butter in this for us. And she's like, it's okay with me. This is fine. Because me and my son have been homeless and we, they had to stay in a hotel and get a voucher to stay and, really talked about what she had been through. And next thing I know, honey, he done dropped a tear for her. Now, I was like, oh, okay. Because he was able to see her and he was like, I appreciate that. You telling me that, So I'm really rooting for her because I really think at this time, I really think that she put herself out there, and the fact that she immediately let him know about the most important part of her life, that she doesn't feel like he's a curse, you know what I mean, meant a lot to me. And her keeping it funky and saying, at one point I had to get welfare, I had to get a voucher, we stayed in a hotel, people, everybody hits on hard times, but for her to just lay it out and not be phony about the shit, I was digging it. Now I hope that she didn't do with it, but I'm feeling her, and he was feeling her. Now let's go back, because now here we are into the next day. Okay, and why that t-shirt looks so red? Why is that arm so long? On Snoop Dogg. Anyway, so now we into the next day. And baby, I'm gonna do this video. And the pastor is feeling some kind of way, and everybody's kind of feeling some kind of way about Miss Honey Cabbage that decided she wasn't gonna take her makeup off. Okay, so he decides that he is going to choose her to have a one-on-one date because they would like to know why. Now she goes and gets ready, girl, and you damn near ran. Desperation did kick up in your ass. She ran damn near. She went. Now, while this is going on, Miss Dolly is doing her campaign, somewhat talking about it. They somewhat talking about it. And then here comes this tray with these white roses on it and an apple. And he said, and the pastor, whatever, said that he did this because it was going to be about jealousy, temptation. Would you sabotage somebody else for your own gain? Yada, yada, yada. Now, Miss Honey Cabbage is on her date, and he asked why, and she said, that's my rollover face. Meaning, that's my after we've been to the jungle face, honey. We'll have to see if you're going to get to see that. Girl, great save. Great save, honey. But the truth be told, honey, you real in fucking secure. Ain't nothing to earn. Shit. Well, now, baby, do you love me with the sleeping eyes and shit, gas and everything? You can see. He said he done seen every face I got. Gas, menstrual, all the faces you ain't really got. All right. Hey, you love that. Now you just want to be low down. Let's move forward because he's showing out. Anywho, so would you let me make this video, you and Booge? Yeah, I remember he said that. Because I'm going to remind you. I hate Booge. No, he don't. Y'all, he got up on his chest holding nothing. Anyway, moving forward. So she says what she said. And it was a great save, boo-boo, but still, nonetheless, you didn't. Baby. So, they having this date. Now, back at the thing. Now, while they on their date, they ease over. Now, they sip a little wine or whatever. She says she like it sweet, yada, yada. They go over to this pool that's in the middle of this dirt patch and get in it. Now, she's in her swimming suit and shit. Instantly, I know where this is going. But I think I know because I'm thinking it's going to be she going to have to get in and get that hair wet and that face wet. But they get on these floating things. Now, while that's going on at the house, the ladies done seen the apples and this and that and other. And the whole thing is if you bite the apple, it will end her days. Now, this is where Dolly's like, I sure will. Because I'm going to fight for my honey. I want that. I want him, honey. I don't want you to spend time with him. Meanwhile, there's another chick named Alex. Girl, I see through you, boo-boo. You tried to go to her when she came in the... Well, let me just say this part. They bite the apple together. Because you were asleep. They bite the apple together And Miss Dolly, you didn't see them saying that one chick was like, I just want you to do it, do it, do it, do it. They ain't gonna do it, but they want you to do it. Now, meanwhile, Mama's watching this whole thing unfold. Now, Alex says, well, I just want him to come back for a barbecue. Girl, I seen through you. After y'all bit the apple, the motherfucking pool fell apart, and she was sliding down that bitch, and he had to leave. I'm like, okay. And Dolly's like, I'm not only gonna bite the apple, girl, I'm gonna eat the core and everything. You know. So old girl comes back and they sitting there and they talking, and she's like, she found out that somebody ended the date. Okay. Now this is when Dolly's like, I did it. I sure did. And I'm not gonna change why you didn't even want to take your makeup off, yada yada, this and that. Nothing. This is when the clapping shit goes on. Oh, girl's like, don't start clapping at me.
When do I come back
Um, Wednesday. So she clapped and did that, and then they had one spot where, you did touch her face, girl. You knew that girl wasn't gone. She wasn't about that life. Or either she might be about that life, but she was hoping once they see that you started that they would send your ass home. Yeah, just the ignorant. Just, it was kind of silly to do that. You really look insecure. Which I mean, it just seemed more jealousy towards her, which it did work out what he was saying. Are you jealous? The mother sat back, she didn't say anything, and y'all damn near came to blows. It had to be pulled off of her on the couch and this and that and other. Okay. Then Alex, when she walks away, she's like, I'm not gonna do this. The one that was on the date. Alex comes up with that bullshit, and she was like, I really, after doing that thing. No, you didn't, girl. I see you. I see you, boo boo. I see you. And if them bitches want to be dumb enough to let you do that cute, I didn't really mean it to shit, then so be it. Keep doing it to them. I'm not rooting for your ass either. And then, when that shit went on, like now, after this whole thing goes on and Dolly's how much she gonna ride for, they had a scene where the Reverend was talking to them and why. And Alex was like, once I seen it, I really felt remorseful about what I did. Bitch, please. Dolly went in there and was like, honey, and I will do it again. I will ride for him, honey. I didn't want him to be with her. Yes, I did do it. And they having them in and out, this and that and other. He tells the the bachelor, and the bachelor's like, yeah, well, he was like, Alex really was remorseful. But Dolly was like willing to do it. Like, will she do that to you? And he's like, no, I think she just ride or die. And the Reverend's like, yes, she ride or die. She will be a bachelor, or whatever. And he's like, sometimes the bachelor, like, sometimes you need that on your side. Okay. So I'm thinking, okay, Dolly, even though you showed out, you might be gonna stay. Now, it's time for them to do the mama and him to talk about who's going home. And in the midst of this, the reverend or whatever, he can give somebody immunity. He has the right to give one lady immunity that they don't even come up on the chopping block. The mother and him is talking, instantly. You already know what's going down. She done already said that stinking ass scamp. She got to go. And he's like, listening, I love you, but he kind of tries to give you, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, tease or whatever, but you knew she was gone, was you knew that she had been put on the radar, whatever. Now, they have the whole shit, and now they gotta wait and go grab these phones and see who's gonna stay, yada yada, this and that and other. He brought Dolly, Alex, the chick that was on the trip. I'm trying to think. Did she leave? How did it go? At any rate, Dolly and old girl got to stay, but they started having words amongst each other. And old girl's like, I'm not going to let you take this time from me. He keeps them both. But that's to keep the drama going and keep you watching. Because there's going to be some tease between her and Dolly. Dolly, whatever. Alex, of course, she got the immunity. From who I seen walk out the door, it was two This one young lady, the one that I seen when she had her makeup off, he let her go. Um, and this is where it's. I'm trying to remember because I think she stayed. I'm trying to think about it. I think she's yeah, the hooker. I gotta go back and look, y'all. Forgive me on that. Y'all know my ass is getting old. But seeing those two women leave that left, and it was actually three that went home. The one with the tattoo, just all of them. And this is where I think it is hurtful. Because when they leave, they begin to think, even though they may say you all are nice ladies, this and that, and other beautiful ladies, it goes in one ear and out the other. They begin to think about, you know, what's wrong with me? You get what I'm saying? And I think it can be hurtful for women to feel like, okay, well, one look, I just, that's when I have a problem with it because they always end up being hurt. But with that being said, with that being said, it is a show. You did know what you were getting on, and ultimately, all the ladies are going home but one. You know what I mean? But it's still kind of like, I don't know. It's just kind of hurtful. Y'all, we're gonna see what's going on, honey. Um, this gonna be a mess, but I'm looking forward to this mess. I'm so glad that I saw that, like I said, the first episode on the Scorpion Show's channel, and it piqued my interest. So I'm definitely going to be watching it. Y'all let me know if y'all looking at it or whatever. Lord, this is 40 something minutes. Lord, why do they be so long? Oh, y'all. And I still haven't came here and talked about the preachers of Detroit. So y'all, let me tell y'all something. Without fail, I'm going to talk about the preachers of Detroit. Now I don't need to add that in on this one because I'm going to try, and I was like, Lord, let me put some good church hair on, and then I decided, no, I ain't putting none on. You know what I'm saying? No, no wig on, no church hair on to talk about them. So y'all, I'm gonna end this. Y'all let me know what y'all think of A Match Made in Heaven, who y'all like, who you don't like, or whatever. I'm out of here. Much love. I'm gonna get this one up, and then I'm gonna cut this camera back on and be looking like a rerun. And I still didn't put my lips on. What y'all think? Black or just a nude? Cause I'm no makeup, honey. I could have, I feel like I would have been alright if you would have said take all your makeup off. Okay, cause it's who I am. You know what I mean? Like you can only put on, but baby, when they show her with the contour, that damn Kim Kardashian like shit, light hair like that, light hair like that, brown line, that whole shit. Baby, if I got to do all of that, this contouring shit then got the fuck out of control for me, for me, for me. Not no, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else, just for me. I was gonna show y'all one. I don't know, y'all. I was thinking black. I'm thinking Dasha today. I just wanted a little something on my lip. Y'all, is this not the prettiest color? I have not worn it yet, but is that not pretty? It's sin. The color sin. I think it's from sin. Yeah. Um, that is such a pretty color. Where is this other one I'm trying to share with y'all? I absolutely love it. I've been having it, but maybe I'll do. No, I've been doing too much red lately. Oh, y'all know what that is. Heroin. And one of my loves said, much love, please go ahead and tell me, is that heroin, honey? Come on, tell me. Is that what it is? Yes, it is. But I got a dupe for this that's full on. And y'all know it comes from Dasha. I'm pretty sure it's from Dasha. I'm saying some lips. Why am I current on? Why am I current on? What y'all think? Like y'all gonna be able to tell me. Now green might not be the the best way to go. I'm gonna find some on the next video. I'm gonna have some on my lips. But y'all leave y'all thoughts below and let me know what y'all think. I hope to goodness that this video does not sound distorted. I hope y'all can hear me and it don't sound messed up or whatever. So I'm out of here, y'all. Much love.